Let's go through the list again in a simple form without the stories. Without the stories. Tip number 1, ask yourself, how can I connect with someone that has accomplished what I want to accomplish? Shortcut. Brainstorm with a structure. What is that I need to do? What can I control? What do I own? What I don't control? And prioritize accordingly. And then look, what is the most simple version of my plan? Don't overcomplicate it. Don't add unnecessary steps. And when you see inspiration out there, snap a picture. Store it somewhere in the cloud so you can use it as a reference later. You're going to thank yourself later. Create a regular reading schedule. You got to stay on top of what your audience read. You have to. Google Alerts and Google, you know what? Let's do that right now. Let's do that. Let's share the screen. Let me zoom out and let me move these. Let's go to Google and let's bring the screen here. And let me share what I'm talking about with Google Alerts and Google Suggestions. So you see, I'm adjusting the window right now so you can see what I'm seeing. But you know what, for this purpose, I am going to show a different one here. So you can see my face. Let's see here. Let me see if I can bring, there you go. Okay. Let me make it a little bit bigger. Okay. So when we're talking about Google Alerts, what we're going to do is we're going to go, let's say I want to search for functional medicine. So normally your research will look something like this. That's why and then you go and you find the companies and then you read some information, or that's the extent of it. But what if you go and every time that is something about functional medicine, I want to create an alert and it will come to me. And you have options. You can do once a day as it happened, once a day, once a week. Let's do once a week. Automatic, but you can pick news, blogs, webs, videos, book, discussion, finance. You can leave it out, whatever you want, automatic. The language, the region is really up to you. This is very detailed. And this is what I will get in my preview of the alert. So anything new will come my window. And what I'll do is I will create an alert. The other one that I was talking about is Google Suggestions. So now I don't know what I'm researching, so I'm going to start and I'm going to do functional medicine. And that's probably the extent because that's what most people do. But what if you go scroll all the way to the bottom, you say, how to become a functional medicine doctor? People that's the most related searches to functional medicine. It's a big deal because if I'm writing something, I don't have to guess anymore. I say, you know what? Okay, functional medicine near me. As a marketer, I need to start using, hey, here's a functional medicine near you, near me, or using the near me keyword. Functional medicine doctor near me, that's what people are searching. That's big. And also functional medicine Mayo Clinic, which I can go and research and get my news from the functional medicine. Best functional look, here is another article idea. Best functional medicine doctors in Florida. This is an article which I haven't written for the doctor, but I'm brainstorming live. I don't do testings. So I will find one from counties that I will find a list of doctors from surrounding counties. They are your friends or my friends or his friends, and I will write an article, and then I will include myself in the counties that I serve, or this doctor, and not other doctors, and we publish, and we provided a good list of functional medicine doctors in different counties that people can consume. And if somebody move or visit a different area, or they have a friend, hey, did you know? Because people talk. Do you know there is a functional medicine doctor near you? And the conversation starts from there. Look, Cleveland Clinic, functional medicine versus integrative medicine. Those are things that I could be doing for the doctor, and I will be doing for Doc. That's something that I was referring when it came down to Google Alerts, Google Suggestions, and updating the all content. Look, updating all content is not overcomplicated. Change an image. Maybe your skills change. Maybe you have a new phone, a new camera is sharper. You learn some skills that you didn't have last year. Update the picture. Update the headline. Maybe add some bullet points. Maybe add 200 words. It's not about the word count. Maybe spend 5 minutes on it, and whatever, that's your time limit, or you're going to spend 10 minutes or 5 to 15 minutes, whatever it is, and spend that time, because especially find the content that people enjoy, meaning use your Google Analytics, use your Facebook Insights, use your your Twitter Analytics, YouTube Analytics, Instagram Analytics. Use data to help you make better decisions. Number 9 is, what's the goal? You gotta have a goal. If you're just posting for the sake of posting, no wonder why social media is not giving you the result that you want. And remember, you gotta reframe the message into what is in it for them, from their perspective. What's in it from me, from their perspective, for them, from their perspective. And because you can track everything doesn't mean that you should track everything. So pick a successful measure. What success looks like for you, and who's your target audience, and go after that. Define it a little bit better. Learn something more about them. And how you can learn? Asking them one-on-one. You do one-on-one sessions, and you will learn more in a one-on-one session that you can do from any YouTube video you watch or any Google search you do. And one-on-one sessions are great, but there is a better way, which is sending an email and with a survey, or sending an email and to a scheduling page so people can schedule one-on-ones with you, or sending an email and ask for replies. It doesn't have to be an online survey. Sometimes people complicate things. You can survey people with a simple question. Here's an idea. Instead of sending a survey that most people just use, surveys are good, but instead of sending a survey, let's say you have 5 questions, what if you ask those 5 questions on 5 different posts and just gauge the data? Why are you not asking those type of questions on social media? And write like you speak. If you find yourself being too fancy and professional, record yourself, transcribe it, or type as you speak with the audio message. And when you talk, remember, features, not benefit. People always talk about, we have the best experience, we're open 24/7, I have 3 certifications, because that's the easy thing to do. But what they get out of the purchasing that item, what they get out of the experience, that is what you need to be writing about. And creating a matching their language. One way I match their language is by collecting video testimonials. I listen to the words they use, and I start using it on my own marketing. That's one pro tip. But if you pay attention, if you do social reconnaissance, what they're commenting, how they're writing, you can learn a lot and use it and create it. And you have to create whether you outsource it, you pay for it, or you create an outreach schedule. Spend time outreaching, creating relationship on social media, in person, via email, following people, and try to digitalize your process by using a CRM, because you're gonna start having that those many conversations is gonna be hard to keep track on just an email. But if you find that life got in the way, find something to hold you accountable. Whether it's a group, money, find something to hold you accountable for, and act like life depends on it. Think like a startup. Think like a startup.